Rice Dairy Risk Services is a licensed insurance agency and an affiliate of Rice Dairy LLC. Please see the end of this video for our full disclaimer.
Hello and welcome back to our mini-series where we are going over the Dairy RP quote calculator. Today with me is Trevor Sleggers.
Thanks, Maggie. Good to be here.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Filling in for Zach today. I'll do my best. Thankfully, we have two tiles in here that are pretty straightforward, actually. The first one that we're going to be going over is the declared quarterly production, and then the second one is going to be the insurance type. So first, the declared quarterly production. It is exactly what the name is. You just put in how much gross pounds that you want to cover. And I know a lot of dairymen, especially who go through the CME to put in coverage, are trained to put their declared pounds in a monthly form, but this is going to be in a quarterly form. So keep that in mind when you're filling that out. Any questions on that, Maggie?
Yeah, so is there a limit to the number of pounds that can be insured?
Yeah, so there's no limit. The only thing at the end of the quarter, if you are owed an indemnity, you'll have to send in your milk receipts to match the quarterly production that you do want to declare.
So then what would happen if you don't produce as much as you declared?
It's a great question. So the threshold that the insurance companies will give you is 85%. Okay, so that's the number to keep in mind. So if we just, for example, want to declare 5 million pounds for a quarter, you have to prove at the end of the quarter that you produced at least 4.25 million pounds. And if you do cross that threshold there, then you will get indemnified on the full 5 million pounds. So 85 is the number to keep in mind.
Okay, but is there a penalty if you don't make that 4.25?
Right, so if you are owed an indemnity and you produce less than this number right here, then your indemnity will be prorated based on your actual production. So moving on to the insurance type, very simply, if you want to do a mix of class and component, then as you can see right here, this is all class. Okay, and you can see from 100% this lines up with this. If you want to do a mix of class and component and you move, let's say that you want to do 50-50, as you can see, because we move this 50-50, this is splitting up the pounds, 5 million, so 2.5 million here, 2.5 million there.
Okay, so last time we went over when to choose class versus component.
Yeah.
But now, when would you choose to mix?
Yeah, so if you are coming in brand new, let's just say to a quarter, and you have both class risk, let's say class 3 and class 4 risk, if you're a state like Michigan or California that has a lot of class 4 risk, but you're also a high component dairy, then you may want to look at going 50% class, but then also protecting that extra revenue via components as well.
Okay, so is there a certain percentage you want to be at for the component-based part, or is it just based on?
It really just comes down to your milk check. And so you want to protect as close to what your milk check is giving you. So like I said, I feel like states like California and Michigan are going to be really popular in this, doing 50% class and then 50% component.
Okay.
So the next tile that we're going to be going over to is going to be the protection factor, but that really kind of warrants its own video just because it can get a little bit complicated. So make sure you tune in next week when we go over the protection factor.
All right. Thank you very much for being here.
Okay. Thanks, Maggie. Appreciate it.
See you next time.
Thanks for watching Rice Dairy TV. Be sure to click here to learn more about Rice Dairy Risk Services and the Dairy RP program.
And if you're not sure where here is, make sure you scroll down below the video and in the description, click the link.
Oh, that's what I meant to say.